Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and today Apple released iOS 18.5 Beta 1. This update was released alongside iPadOS 18.5 Beta 1, macOS 15.5 Beta 1, watchOS 11.5 Beta 1, tvOS and HomePodOS 18.5 Beta 1, and also visionOS 2.5 Beta 1 is out as well. Now, I'm not running the iOS 18.5 betas. I am on iOS 18.4 that released 2 days ago, but I'm going to talk about what's new in iOS 18.5 Beta 1. And the first change is within your settings under About and Device Coverage. The interface will look different within that update. It will now show the Apple logo for Apple Care Plus in that update as well. If we go into the News app, or the Mail app rather, within the Mail app back in iOS 18.2, we get updates for list view and categories. But now in iOS 18.5, there is an option to turn off contact photos directly from the Mail app itself. Prior to that, you would have to go to your apps, go to Mail, and then at the top, towards the top, it would say Show Contact Photo. Well, now in iOS 18.5, you can pretty much toggle it off right from here, along with switching back to the list view. And those are pretty much the only two changes in iOS 18.5. But we got updates in iOS 18.4 within the Photos app that I mentioned in some of my videos with Shared with You and Not in Album and some other features. As far as other releases that we can expect from Apple, well, since we got iOS 18.5, 2 days after iOS 18.4, probably the week of April 7th, or if Apple's on a 2-week gap, the week of April 14th, I would expect iOS 18.5 Beta 2. And then the week of April 21st, have iOS 18.5 Beta 3. And then the week of April 28th, maybe have Beta 4. And RC the week of May 5th. And iOS 18.5 should release on Monday, May 12th. And after that, we can expect iOS 18.6 betas. If I'm able to upgrade my iPhone either this month or maybe in late June, I'm going to install iOS 19 or any of the newer betas that come out. Alongside iOS 18.6, after we get 18.5, we're going to have iOS 19 betas and have iOS 18.6 release sometime in early July. iOS 19 Beta 1 is expected to be shown off on June 9th at WWDC at 10 a.m. Pacific Time or 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And they're going to have iOS 19, iPadOS 19, and a whole bunch of other softwares to be shown off. Once iOS 18.5 releases, I'll have the same video I did for iOS 18.4, going over all of its changes. Depending on if we get major specific iPad changes, I may or may not have a separate video for the iPad, depending on what we get. But if it's the exact same features as the iPhone, same changes carried across, because in iPadOS 18.4, we got the new Mail app specifically for the iPad after 2 major iOS versions ago of getting it on the iPhone with iOS 18.2. As far as anything else from Apple, well, iOS 18.5 Beta 1 really isn't that big of an update. iOS 18.4 had a lot to bring. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.